I'm Yvonne from Growing Old Disgracefully.
I'm Marie from Midlife Dramas in Pyjamas. You can find us both on Facebook.
And now we've come together to bring you inspirational stories from midlife and beyond in our podcast,
Hear Me Roar!
We were chatting about packaging earlier. You know this new shrink wrap mince thing?
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, it's really annoying because it's got a kind of peel here thing on the edge. Minced ground beef if you're in America, by the way. I don't want 50 messages asking me what mince is. And if you peel it, but then they've stuck a big label over the packet and it's a big paper label. And then when you actually get to the paper label, you have to pull with all your might. The thing springs apart, Jackson Pollocks the kitchen wall, and I'm there
Blood
like
and mince dripping everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I look like I just do serial killing on the side. and I said what I said in my post was that I am gonna have to Google blood splatter analysts near me. Because
And how to clean up blood.
If I ever have to take my husband out for breathing wrong, right?
Yeah. You need to know how to do it.
No, I don't need to know how to do it. I just need to. I don't have time to be standing there with this team from CSI pointing out which bits on the kitchen wall are mince and which bits are husband. I'm a busy woman. I've got a lasagna to make. That's been my week.
Well, I hate the packaging on corned beef tins. I make a very nice corned beef hash. And I had one the other day, and you know, you get that little key. Well, that little key wasn't where it should be. It was under the paper label. So first I had to get the paper label off. Then I couldn't get the key off. I had to wrench it off with a knife, and then it broke. So then I had to go and find another key from another tin of corned beef, and then that wouldn't work. In the end, I had to get the tin opener. Well, have you tried doing a tin opener around an oblong-shaped tin? It's a bit of a nightmare. The tin opener got so far and then just laid on its back with its cogs in the air going, no, not doing that. In the end, I had to get a knife and a hammer out to get into this bloody corned beef. All my husband from upstairs could hear was fat, bastard corned beef tin. Awful, awful things.
Oh, but you know what? The best part about all of this stuff is we're definitely not alone.
No, we're definitely not alone.
Yeah.
We all suffer these horrors.
I know. So, and somebody who reminds us that we're not alone every day is Margaret Marlow, known as Grumpy on Me on
Grumpy on Me.
Grumpy on Me. What did I say?
Grumpy on Me. Oh, that's a different page altogether.
Sorry, Margaret. I am not having an affair with your husband. You're fine. Margaret Meg Marlow, Grumpy and Me. And we've called this episode Old Dogs New. Oh, God, I cannot speak
Get
today.
your teeth in, woman.
Right. Old dog, new tricks. So Margaret's 72. She's a mum of 3 and a wife of 1, as she says. She's a Geordie by birth and a Knutsfordian by adoption. She fell into the civil service after school because she could walk to work and her dad said it was a good job for a girl. And at school, a report said she wasted time in silliness. And in her opinion, silliness is never wasted.
Nope.
I agree. She's never really enjoyed hobbies, but she reads a lot and faffs with flowers. She does enjoy a good piano piece from Alexis French to Rachmaninoff. And in her 60s, this is the good bit, she started her Facebook page, Grumpy and Me, where she entertains her, I think it's 30,000 followers now, yep, and makes them laugh a lot. So let's go and speak to Margaret and find out more. Hello, Margaret.
Hi, Margaret.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies.
Are you a Margaret or a Meg?
Whatever. Honestly, I'm either or. Sometimes I can't remember myself. So whatever you want, whichever's easiest.
Well, what you are is one of our inspirational women because later in life you've conquered Facebook and YouTube. And
That's quite funny.
yeah, brought your life and much happiness to lots of people as a result. So one of the questions we have is, what led you to that?
It was retirement. I wasn't ready for retirement. Nothing about retirement made any sense to me until I was in it. And I found it extremely boring. You spend all your life looking for freedom, and when you get freedom, you don't know what to do with it. And nobody tells you anything about retirement. And it was, it's true when you say you've got lots of purpose because your family's grown up, your career's left behind. And I was never one for hobbies. I'm too lazy for hobbies. And then it got worse when Michael retired, and that's absolutely honest,
Yeah.
because there was two of us slowly going. Well, he was enjoying himself. He wasn't going quite as mad as I was. But he started irritating me because I'd never lived with this man for all we'd been together for like at that 10, 40 odd years. I didn't know him till we were locked in a house together, I thought I had to start writing to get it out of my head. And basically that I thought I can't be the only one. There's got to be other people. And it turns out there is.
Yeah, there's quite a lot.
Lots of
Yeah.
them, thousands and thousands of them. How many followers do you have on Facebook now?
It's nudging up to 30,000, but
That's fantastic.
yeah, and they are very loyal and lovely people. So I'm really lucky with the community I've got.
You are, yeah.
So what did you retire from? What was your career?
I fell into the civil service. I never wanted to be a civil servant, but my dad always said it was a good career for a girl. Because he
We've
didn't,
heard that before, haven't we?
yeah, he didn't agree that us women really needed careers because we were going to get married, and that was his thought.
Yeah.
So I lived nearby. I could walk to work, and it was a steady job. So that's how I fell into being a civil servant. I suppose the best time of it was when I worked in a place called London Pensions. London couldn't cope with the amount of pension work it had, so they decamped it to Newcastle. And I worked on a brilliant team who have been, they're friends forever. And we got by laughing a lot, to be honest. It was a raucous team, but by God, we could do the work. It was absolutely brilliant. You don't realise that again till you leave, though.
You leave.
Yeah. So, no, but I do think the people who you work with definitely make a big difference as well.
Hugely.
But you live in Knutsford now, don't you?
We migrated because the oldest daughter moved down about 25 years ago. Then the middle daughter moved down. And then we thought, well, they're not going to come home and we were missing the family life. So moved down, bought a small cottage. I took a job in a supermarket and loved that as well. So and that's why we're in Knutsford. Because, I mean, the youngest daughter, she joined a few years ago, so we're all here now.
We're all there now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you talked about having a good laugh at work, and your page is very, very funny. Have you always had a knack for making people laugh?
I think so, because I think laughter can open a lot of doors. It can put people at ease. It can start conversations. There's a lot of things said in laughter that.
Excuse me. I just need to let the dog out.
Sorry, we didn't realise we had a dog in here. He's been sleeping under the sofa while we've been chatting.
It.
So I'm so.
It's just life. It's just life.
Things happen.
I have to let Michael out now and again.
He just shot out from under the sofa and started scratching the door for out. So sorry, please carry on. We were really genuinely interested.
Now, I think a lot of things can be said in laughter that you couldn't say with a straight face, and some of them can actually say a lot more because it's in a funny way.
Yeah.
So I think laughter has a lot of purposes, and it relaxes a lot of people as well.
It makes a difference to someone's day, doesn't it? You must get those type of
Definitely.
comments. Yeah.
Definitely. And I think even, when I'm out, I tend to talk to people, whether they want to or not, but I can't help it. I'm genuinely interested in what people have got to say or do.
Yeah.
So curiosity.
We're chatty ones as well, I think.
Yeah. We never shut up when we get together, do we?
But it's not even together. I can't walk past a woman standing on her own at the bus stop without going, oh, hello. And
But that's what we're humans, aren't we? At the end of the day, yes, we're all like, we're quiet, and I love peace and quiet as well. But given the opportunity, I'll talk to anybody, even if they don't want to.
I think that's part of being a woman as well. Not every woman, but I do think women in general find it easier to chat. I mean,
Yeah.
I know my husband really doesn't like having to make small talk, whereas I can small talk the
Yeah.
hind legs off a donkey.
Yeah.
We always form instant BFFs. You have like bathroom BFFs,
Yeah.
don't you? When you
Yeah.
go to the loos and places, and then you just bond
got
while you're
chatting.
washing your
Yeah.
hands at
Yeah.
the sink and things. Yeah,
It's amazing, isn't it? But
yeah.
I think having a genuine curiosity about other people helps as well, doesn't it? You know, I want to know
Yeah.
what people are doing and why they're doing it as
Yeah.
well.
I did no wrong with being nosy.
No.
I do it so well.
But one of the things that you have also done so well is to create this fantastic, lovely community of people who on Facebook who there's no nastiness there. There's no
No,
it's a
very
kind
rare.
place.
Yeah,
But how
yeah.
do you think you've done that?
I think it's probably like-minded people, and maybe it's a lot of my demographics, I think that's the right word, are older ladies. So
Mhm.
I think maybe that has a little bit to do with it because we're a bit more reserved and maybe saying what you might think. Do you know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, the will, if I say something wrong, they'll say it nicely, you know, that they disagree or what have you, and that's how it should be. But what do you gain by being awful?
No,
I just don't,
Nothing.
you know, yes, you might disagree, and that's absolutely fine, but there's certain ways you can say, and I will be honest, I mean, I'm probably like you. If somebody's rude for no reason, well, I will hit the block button because I don't
Yeah,
really want people like that. I
I do.
don't want them
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
both do. We're
I
always
don't.
blocking.
Yeah, I don't argue. I just block.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to argue. Sometimes I might say, you know, I'll try to quantify something, but I'm not going to apologise unless I'm really wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go down that route of airing me dirty washing in public. Do you know what I mean? By
No,
calling
exactly.
somebody out for so they probably totally disagree, but I think there's no what good is there by having a spat? It's like fighting over a garden wall, isn't it?
Well, it's
Well, exactly. It's
yeah.
just not
Yeah.
worth it. It doesn't gain you anything.
No,
You can disagree because we're all human and we all have different opinions,
definitely.
but
Yeah.
you can do it in
Yeah.
a kind, respectful
Yeah.
way. I mean, I've had people disagree with me, but they've done it in a kind, respectful way.
And that's all you ask for, isn't
Yeah,
it?
if they do it in a nasty way, then they get blocked because
Yeah.
we don't want that on our pages,
No.
do we?
And I
No.
don't think other people who read your page want that either. They
No.
don't come on there. I think there's different pages where you might get a good argument, but I don't think the people who are, you know, read me want to do that.
No,
I
No,
think,
and
no.
we're the
yeah,
same. Yeah.
well,
And
you know, we're complain about the husbands. That's all we do our life.
But that's the thing though. Everything you write about resonates
it
with your
does.
followers because they've all experienced something similar, they've
Mm.
felt something similar, they've been through something similar.
Yeah.
And I think that's what helps create the fantastic community that you have created.
But do you not think sometimes you might think you're the only person that
Yeah.
Yes.
thinks a strange thing?
Mhm.
Yeah.
If somebody else says that, you suddenly feel, oh, I'm normal.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we're
I'm,
all want
I'm
to
not the
appear
only one.
normal.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's
And I think,
you probably get the same as we do, where people come on and go, "Oh, I'm so glad it's not just me."
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. And I think that's how you start the bond, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you sort of go for like-minded people,
Yeah.
you know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
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 And I suppose I do, somehow, I think somebody described us as salty, which I quite liked.
Salty.
But yeah, but your humor's
Uh,
gentle and lovely. And I'll tell you
thank
something,
you.
as time's gone on, the way that you write has, it's not changed at all. It's more just kind of got better and better and better as well.
But that could be because the feedback, you know, when you, I'm enjoying the writing
Yeah.
and know other people are enjoying reading it. So that's what keeps you going, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, because the more people enjoy it, the more you want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even if there was, I mean, when there was only a few, it was still lovely when people said, I look forward to your blogs because I might not see anybody every day, but I feel as if I've got a friend, and
Yeah.
that means an awful lot.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
The fact that they do appreciate each other. So it's not just about me. Yeah, I think it's about the whole group.
And I see them chatting in the comments, people that don't know each other are in your comments all the time. And I can
Yeah.
see them having little conversations between themselves. And they're maybe thousands of miles apart, but they've found this common place and they'll chat again and again and again, which is
Oh,
lovely.
yeah. It's lovely when you see somebody come out and say, I meant it in Texas. And I think, oh, wow, really? That's
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. I want to ask them so many questions.
Yeah, when you've got people following from around the world, and you're like, that's really
Yeah,
hard to compute that you've
it
got
is.
somebody
It
across the
really
other side
is.
of the
Yeah,
world.
Yeah,
3,000
Yeah.
miles away.
yeah,
One of the great things about technology, isn't it, though? I mean,
yeah.
Mhm.
it frustrates us at times, but it is
When it works,
Wonderful.
it's
When it
brilliant.
works, it's a wonderful
yeah,
thing.
it is. And I suppose that kind of leads me on to where we're calling this episode Old Dog New Tricks, because you've had to learn all this technology stuff, haven't you? Sort of,
Well, still learning.
but I know it puts a lot of people off. A lot of people find it very scary, and yet you've just gone in your 60s and you've gone, right, okay, well, I'm going to blog on Facebook, and now you're also doing you've got your YouTube channel
Yeah, yeah,
where you document your weight loss.
yeah.
And so how has that been then?
Having to learn
Having
all
to,
this new
yeah,
technology.
Um, I will get frustrated. I think Facebook makes it easier of all the platforms because you're literally just going in and writing, aren't you, and then posting. I did find that easiest. I got the granddaughter to help us set up the YouTube
Yeah.
channel. She'll do anything for a tuna sandwich. So, but upon trial and error, I'm not very adventurous. I mean, I'm struggling at the minute because I need a new phone, so I haven't got storage. But the thing is, unless you try, you never know, will you?
that's
So,
true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
you know, and I think really because I've been using Facebook, keeping up with people back home and doing different things, I wasn't as scared. I think a lot of fear comes into a lot of things, and it's getting past that fear of I'm not good enough or I can't do it. And once you've conquered that, it's usually all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is difficult though, and people do hold themselves back for fear of it.
Oh, definitely. It's so easy to do. Put your slippers on and sit in, then get ready and go out, isn't it? It's the same with anything. It's so easy not to do it in case because none of us, no matter what age, like to fail at stuff. I think we're more accepting as we get older, but we still don't
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's just it's taking that chance and grabbing the opportunity and just
Yeah.
putting yourself out of your comfort zone and having a go at something.
Yeah.
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 And it definitely, but I think the more you do something, the more comfortable you can become with it.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
know?
Oh,
So,
definitely. Yes.
I think for a lot of people as well, it just feels like too much effort.
Yeah.
They're
but
not. It is a little bit of
yeah.
effort to learn anything new, isn't it?
What stops me sometimes is I forget what I've learned. That's a surprise. With all the stages of life, I've probably found retirement the hardest because of I can be talking to you and I'll lose a word. They'll
Yeah.
just
We
run
do.
out the
Yeah.
window.
Yeah.
We do as well.
So I think that was the difficult bit. That it's not like you can't do something. It's your brain will sometimes interfere with what you're trying to do.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Your brain tries and stops you doing it. But I mean, we get that, don't we?
we
The old
do.
good old brain
Yeah,
fog.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I often talk really slowly. We were talking about this the other day. I often talk really slowly because I'm trying to think what I'm going to say as I'm saying it, because I
Yeah.
know I'll lose the words. So I
Yeah.
slow down to give myself time to think as I'm speaking. And I just sound like I'm on drugs or something.
I'm
Sometimes I have to
exactly the same.
get a going.
Oh dear.
Well, you obviously fully believe that age shouldn't limit you or hold you back. But, a lot of people, women in particular, as they
Yeah.
age, lose confidence and become invisible, and that's not something that you allow to happen.
With me, yes, I look older. My body's older. You can't argue with that. But inside, I still like talking to people. I still like doing things. I'm still curious. I haven't lost, and I don't think anybody really loses that.
No.
I think it's getting over the confidence, I think, is a real big issue. I think it's saying to yourself, you can do it. And when you do it, you usually can, but it's the thing that stops you. It's that progression, that block where you stop yourself from trying something because you're afraid. I watch that in so many older people.
Yeah.
Not everybody, because there's some who literally you can't stop them anyway. But I do say confidence is a big thing as you get older, the lack of it. It's, it's like
Absolutely.
collagen goes, so does your confidence.
Yeah. I think sometimes the worst person is yourself, because you say to
Definitely.
yourself, I'm too old to do that now. I
Yeah.
can't do that.
But
Yeah.
there's also this sense sometimes as you're getting older that the world is getting away from you.
Oh,
So
it
things
changes.
progress,
Yeah.
and things are progressing at a phenomenal rate these days as well, what with AI and all the
Yeah.
rest of it. And it can sometimes, I mean, I'm 55, but even I will feel like, oh my God, the world's just getting away from me. What's going on? I don't really understand. And it doesn't feel familiar anymore.
I think that is definitely it, because I can remember my parents now when I hear them, I can hear them saying similar things to what I've said. So I think it's a natural progression. When you're young, you do without thinking. Everything is done without much thought.
Yeah.
When you're older, you overthink everything. And that's
Yeah.
what
That.
stops. You actually look at things and think, why are they doing that? I think I keep saying to Michael, this is now a world, but you can live in it still. You just have to learn to adapt. And my parents' world wasn't their world at the end. It's just
No.
the way you look at things. Things change, and yes, the young will. It is their world, isn't it? Why not? It was ours when it was our turn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good way of looking at it, actually. It's not our
Yeah.
world, but we are living in it, and therefore we're going
Yeah.
to make our mark in it.
And you can do one or two things. You can be unhappy, or you can look at the positives, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flowers haven't changed. Yeah, they might not
No.
smell the same, but there's lots of things that haven't changed. So it's up to you how you look at it.
Absolutely. So you've obviously got a talent for writing. That's very clear.
Hmm.
Have you thought about compiling all of your Facebook posts into a book?
Too lazy. I am born idle.
But you can't be, because you write all this fantastic
And
stuff.
each post must take you, what, a couple of hours to write? It's a lot of work.
If it's in my head, it'll take about 10 minutes, to be honest.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
because it's there and I'm watching all the time. And if somebody says something, I think, oh, yeah. And I'll straight away do one, but it don't take long. I don't know if I could do a book, though, because I would have to think about that. I'd take my hat off. I know you two ladies have written books, and I take my hat off because I'd probably forget by the end what I've written at the beginning.
I do. I've just had to reread half a book that I wrote, and I went, who wrote that? That's actually quite good.
That's what you see what
Shocked
I mean,
myself.
yeah.
I had no idea what was happening. And I wrote it.
Now that's a good book, isn't it? I also think one of the reasons I haven't done a book is because on Facebook it's free. So I'm not charging people to read, and they can, I mean, really, some of them, all right, they're nearly a chapter, aren't they? A bit long. So, but that's one of the other reasons. I'm a bit scared of the monetary side, I suppose. I just like things nice and easy. So that's why I've never even, considered. I know people say you should write one, but at the minute I'm happy doing what I do.
Yeah. But it doesn't cost you anything to do it.
Well, I haven't been knocking at my door.
I
So
never
I
knocked at
always think,
mine. I just went out and did it anyway.
Yeah.
oh dear.
Sometimes you have to pull on your big girl pants and do it yourself.
Yeah,
I
Well,
know
we've
it's
both done it
true, isn't it?
ourselves, haven't
we
we?
have, yeah.
But I
Um,
have always said, I am happy. I write it. the good thing for writing for free is nobody can really criticise.
Well,
Is that
that's
an excuse?
in
True.
theory, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
block.
mean, you just, it's just lovely to be read, isn't it? That somebody reads
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think it's a huge accolade that people can be bothered to read.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
No.
we think.
Yeah.
So not just reading you've now started a YouTube channel
Mhm.
to chronicle your weight loss. Yeah?
Yeah.
How's that
Yeah.
going?
Not very. I'm not very good at diet, so what I've tried to do is go to healthy eating instead, which means I
Yeah.
spend ages in the supermarket reading labels. That's now my new passion. I can't put that in there. And I didn't realise there was so much sugar and everything, so I've gone down this
Yeah.
holier than thou route. The diet in itself, I've only lost a stone, which I think is pathetic, but
Well,
it's
hard.
still a
Really?
stone in the
Hard.
right direction.
It's
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
And I'm doing this silly thing. I'm taking vitamins, I'm trying collagen, because I sort of think it's not that I want to look younger, it's just I want to be the best I can be at the age I am,
Yes.
so,
Yeah.
and the diet, I don't want to be the fat mother of the bride next year. I don't want to
Oh,
waddle
you've got a
around,
wedding
so,
coming up.
Oh,
yeah, the
fantastic.
youngest one, I've got 2 in their 50s and 1 in her 30s, so we never do anything right. So she's getting married, so I
Oh,
thought,
that's great.
I'd like, if I could lose a couple of stone, I'd be a lot happier.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you do
and
it
I
for
need a
you,
new
don't
hip,
you? Ah, right. Okay.
so that's
Wow.
another incentive. So
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to do it.
So how have you found making videos as opposed to just writing? Because obviously we know you're very keen on the writing, but
I like making videos where I go out and take a video, pretty pictures or and putting
yeah.
it to music. I do think I quite enjoy talking to people a little bit now,
Yes.
but it's scary when you see yourself, isn't it? Though that's
Yeah.
a
Well,
big
yeah,
thing.
that's always the case, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got. When I look, I think, oh dear me, oh, where's them wrinkles come from?
I
But then
know.
again, that's a good thing because you can see yourself and how you talk and everything, and you see a new person that you've never met before, really.
That's true.
Yeah.
Always weird listening to yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the things you say, and I didn't realise I did so much. Where's that come from?
Yeah, you don't tend to notice these things about yourself until
We
you actually see them.
When we started podcasting, our first podcast, we just went so every time. I was like, Marie, we have to stop saying so.
It's thinking time, though, isn't it? You're thinking when you're going, so you think, what am I saying next?
Yeah, you're
But-
giving yourself
yeah.
a bit of time to
But
think.
it was practically every time we said so. It's because we were nervous ourselves, the first one. And every time it's like, so.
Yeah, and the first ones probably sounded like a list of questions, whereas now we've developed and it's more just like
Yeah.
a chat.
Yeah, we have a list, but it's not necessarily covered in the right order or there are tangents.
Well, that's life, isn't it? It's just exactly the same in life when you think you've got your plan and you never stick to it, do you?
We just bounce all over the place.
Yeah,
don't
we do.
Yeah.
Oh, so I think there's really only one thing that we do want to know.
Yes.
Your cocktail, the most important thing.
Yes.
If you were a cocktail, what would you be called? And what's your main ingredients and why? Come on then,
Well,
hit us with it.
probably the nearest I am to a cocktail is a Molotov cocktail because my patience is terrible and I'm ready to go off any time. And I called it the YI Margarita just because of the Geordie
Oh,
nod.
that's
I had
nice.
to get that in, didn't
Yeah.
I? And it just like the Geordie route. You've got to be proud of being a Geordie, don't you?
Yeah.
Even if you're not, you can still be proud of being it.
We're honorary Geordies. You're a real Geordie, aren't
Yeah.
Yeah, YI,
Yes,
I'm laughing because I called it Margarita, but actually it would have been my favourite one is a Black Russian, but because of Putin, I couldn't say that. Could have gone right off Russians now, they're just
it's true.
It was 2 shots of vodka because that used to be my favourite and I love coffee, so it has to be coffee in it. And then the crushed hopes and dreams. You know, we've all got a cocktail of crushed hopes and dreams, haven't we?
Hopes and dreams.
So what?
With
Sorry, what was the coffee bit? Because I'm
the
writing up.
shot of coffee liqueur.
Yes.
So you got 2 shots of vodka, a
Yeah.
shot of coffee liqueur. You can crush your hopes and dreams up and drop that in as well. You can have a large dash of Coke. It can be the fizzy stuff or the white powder, depending on where you live. We'll drop a slither of wisdom in there and a grated giggle.
Oh, that's
Lovely.
nice. That's lovely.
And you can serve it with a Greg's custard slice.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Margaret. It has been fascinating talking to you today, and we've really enjoyed it.
You've been an absolute
Thank you very
ball
much.
You bring joy to all your followers, and you've brought joy to us today.
Yes, it's been fab
you.
talking to you.
Oh, thank you very much, ladies. Lovely to speak
Thanks.
to you.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you to our guest this week, and thanks for listening.
And we look forward to roaring with you again.